morning. Today is January 21st and it is still winter here in California. The sun is shining today. Last weekend we had a lot of rain on Saturday morning, a lot of flooding. I'll insert pictures here. This morning we did have frost, so it is still getting below 30 degrees in the mornings. But I purchased some new seedlings and today we're going to start sowing some seeds. I purchased one of these. I've never used one of these before, but they claim that it's supposed to eliminate circular roots, which stunt seedling development. Usually we'll just use regular potting soil, but this year I bought a seed starting potting mix. Here are all the seeds that I purchased. I got some zinnias, which are only 35 days to bloom. I got some zinnia envy. I've never had green flowers before, so I'm excited to see what these look like. I got asters. We'll see what they look like. Snapdragons, because I heard that they smell really good. I don't think that I've ever smelled them. I personally have never grown them, so this will be an experiment. I have grown zinnias, not these. I've also never grown sunflowers before, but I figured since they're 75 days to bloom, it would be good to start them now so we could have blooms earlier. We have the sunflower dwarf teddy bear. This one's not supposed to be too tall, which I liked. The height is supposed to only be 3 feet, whereas these, I think they're gonna grow as tall as the fence. Yeah, 4 to 6 feet. Then I got some of these. I also liked that they don't get too tall. I always walk past the lavender at Trader Joe's in the spring summer, and I always want to purchase it, but I hold back from purchasing. This year I figured, why not just grow my own? This will smell really good in bouquets. I also just want to plant some herbs, kind of like an herb/flower garden. I purchased these marigolds at the dollar store last year and they did very well. But I had them in pots, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to plant them in the ground this year and see if it works out better. This might be a spoiler alert, but the marigolds grew better than any other flower in my garden. The cosmos did grow a little bit, but not as much. I used marigolds to create my succulent pumpkins and also a lot of really beautiful flower bouquets. If there is one plant you're going to plant out of all of these, please, please, please plant marigolds. They are amazing. I deadheaded a bunch of them. They grew back, and this is what they look like in December. This is a deadhead from one of my marigolds from last year. Some of the seeds have already started sprouting. We'll see if we could use some of these seeds. Then we got some more zinnias. It's probably too early to plant these. I mean, I don't think we're gonna have flowers in, beginning of March, but who knows, we'll see. And then just some more basil for my herb garden. And then this is also gonna be an experiment. We'll see. I'm just gonna poke a hole with my finger and drop the seed in. So now that I've planted my seedlings, I've watered everything, I'm gonna go ahead and label them so I don't forget what's in here and so I could kind of keep track of it. All right, so there we have it. Everything is ready to just sit in the sun, and now we wait. So it is day 5 and I woke up to a really pleasant surprise this morning. We have the zinnias growing, little cute plants, and we have the sunflower dwarf, starting here. And last but not least, we have one of the marigolds. And this is one of the ones not from the plant that I grew last year, but just from a seedling out of a packet. So very exciting. New life. It is Saturday, exactly 1 week after I've planted the little seedlings, and it's very exciting to see them coming up. The zinnias are doing great, and so are the sunflowers. The only ones that really haven't started yet are the lavender and the aster. Everything else has started. Like, we have little teeny tiny basil, and it's very exciting. All right, good morning. Today is exactly 2 weeks since I've planted these little seedlings. A lot of them are doing okay. I know that I have quite a lot of leggy stems, which is exactly what I was expecting, considering that they don't get that much light. I have them in a west-facing window. The ones doing the best are the dwarf sunflowers. The lavender hasn't sprouted at all. And I actually had lavender seeds in other pots as well, and not a single lavender seed has sprouted. So I'm not really sure what's happening there. And with the aster right here, we only have one little teeny tiny plant. So I think what I'll do today is add more seeds for the asters, maybe more seeds for last year's marigolds, or actually I don't have any more of these, so maybe I'll just add more of this year's marigold seeds. Just adding some more of the fun sunflowers. I don't think these are gonna come up. Basil's doing pretty well. We'll see how the new seedlings go. All right, good morning. So today is February 11th. It's exactly 4 weeks since I've planted these seedlings. And if you remember last Saturday, I replanted some. There's a sunflower. Marigolds are coming up. There's, I think, a marigold in the zinnia. I don't know how that happened. And I'll probably plant them in the ground within the next couple of weeks. So today is March 4th, and it's been exactly 6 weeks since I planted these. And I'm thinking it's time to plant them before they get unhappy. So let's get started. First, I am going to be pouring some steer manure and some chicken manure compost over these two areas. So I'm just about done. Lessons from the day. This was a lot harder and took a lot longer than I originally thought it would. Now I'm a little bit worried about some of these plants doing well in the wind and in the cold. All I have left to do is just to even out the dirt. Soon after planting, most of the little plants were eaten by snails. This was a huge learning curve for me. I know that next year after planting, I'll definitely be adding some sort of snail repellent. But regardless, the marigolds did so amazing. The cosmos did as well. And I learned so much from this whole experience. So even though I lost a lot of plants, I wouldn't say that it was for nothing.